What if I told you that there was a place where you could make all of the rules? In this place, you could decide the laws, the culture, what type of shoes people were allowed to wear. Sounds like paradise, doesn't it? Now, what if I told you that to do that, you would have to live out in the middle of nowhere, and also all the laws of whatever country you were already in would still apply to you? Does that sound good? Does that sound fun? Well, that is actually the situation for tens of people living in micronations all across the world.
Did you know that about an hour south of Palm Springs, California, lies an entirely independent country inside the United States of America?
I had heard a little bit about micronations before, like the idea of somebody taking a plot of land and just declaring it as its own country, but I didn't realize that that sort of thing had been gaining popularity in recent years. It is now more common than ever for someone to say, I no longer live in Illinois, actually. I live in Descopia. I am the Prince of Descopia, and my word is an iron law. And joke's on you, I don't have to pay you taxes anymore. And the reason this is on my mind recently is because of this micronation, Slowjamastan.
This is the Republic of Slowjamastan.
And this is the official TikTok of America's hottest micronation. Sorry, Slowjamastan's hottest micronation.
The Republic of Slowjamastan is one of the world's smallest countries, coming in at just over 11 acres.
Oh, that's okay. That's not actually that small. They said it was one of the world's smallest nations. And I was like, oh yeah, it's probably like a yard. Like the size of a yard. But Slowjamastan was founded by this guy, a radio DJ named R-Dub. And that's R-Dub with an exclamation point, by the way. R-Dub! But the radio is just his day job, okay? His real passion is being a sultan.
You just might meet the Sultan of Slowjamastan, His Excellency Randy Williams. Hey, that looks an awful lot like R-Dub from Sunday Night Slow Jams.
Being a radio DJ isn't my dream, Dad. It's yours. I've got to follow my own path.
We now crown you king.
You know, the foundation of any strong nation is a fortified border. Of course, this is the impenetrable fence that surrounds Slowjamastan.
Just to get it out of the way, the accent feels a little weird to me. I don't know if he's going for a Borat thing, but the fact that he's calling himself Sultan and doing an accent just feels a little borderline. But hey, you know, this is a country I'm not familiar with, so maybe in Slowjamastan, dog whistles are a part of their culture.
If you decide to visit, make sure you get permission first. Slowjamastan has one of the world's securest borders.
Make sure you get permission first, or this guy will shoot you with a flamethrower? Is that what that is? What are they even defending? What's in Slowjamastan that it's that important to guard it? If you try and enter our barren wasteland that we've claimed without permission, you're toast, pal. Oh, speaking of barren wasteland, sorry about the void in the background.
There's an official border patrol and fire department, and they've got a police force.
Yikes, dude. They made a border patrol and cops? I'm thinking Slowjamastan was probably made in a joking sort of way, but I don't know, man. I think it makes it a lot less funny when your first impulse when making this fake country is to be like, let's make cops. Let's make as many cops as possible, actually. They only have 3 government agencies and 2 of them are cops. The population of Slowjamastan is like 80% cop. This has to be the least fun place on earth. The fire department is good though. I am glad they have that. They have to protect their one building. It's only 4 square feet. It would burn up so fast. For a while, Slowjamastan had a border patrol chief who stopped posting about a year ago, which, good. I don't think we need to be making fun content about border patrol these days. But my favorite video that he ever posted is this one, where it's clearly him just in a parking lot being approached by actual law enforcement who are probably like, hey, what the fuck are you doing? Also, pal, I'm pretty sure you have no power here. I don't think there's an O'Reilly Auto Parts in Slowjamastan. And here's him getting pulled over. I'm assuming this leads to him being arrested for impersonating an officer. This also just begs the question, what budget did they have for this? They have a fire truck.
Official border patrol and fire department.
This is a fire truck that says Slowjamastan. At least I assume it does. On this, it just says Mastan. Me in summer. But that's insane, right? I don't even know how much a fire truck should cost. It can't be affordable. This random website is telling me that they are around $45,000, it looks like. Oh, I guess unless you get an old-timey one. If you get an old-timey one, it's only $23,000. Someone should have told these guys to just get an old-timey fire truck. They could have bought like 5 more flamethrowers with the money they saved.
And the strictest law, the underlying foundation and highest value practiced in Slowjamastan, no Crocs allowed. We're pretty sure the punishment for wearing or even attempting to bring Crocs across the Slowjamastan borders is harsh.
Honestly, you just hate to see that, you know, another authoritarian state taking people's God-given rights away. Come and take them, brother, don't tread on me. And I wanted to get to the bottom of why they made Slowjamastan. Like, is this just a promotional thing for his radio show, or is there something deeper here? And luckily, they tell us why.
So I had 2 choices, right? You could do a violent uprising, but Sultan is a very peaceful guy. So I said, look, I'm going to make my own country where I make the laws and I make the rules.
Okay. Yeah, okay, I guess that's why.
You could do a violent uprising, but Sultan is a very peaceful guy.
He's a very peaceful guy. You know how peaceful guys immediately jump to violence as their plan A? We basically had 2 options. We could enact a bloody coup and enforce our will on the people, or, because we couldn't quite figure out how to do that, plan B was just to start a country in the middle of the desert. It's a lot less fun. It also gets me wondering, like, can anyone just do this? Like, can I just decide that this half of my room is now the country of Couchland, and this half of my room is the Principality of Shelf? Whoa, look! Look, I'm moving between countries. I'm moving so fast. I'm crossing over nations at the speed of light. Also, could I declare war on Slowjamastan? If I started a micronation, could I declare war on another micronation? And if we had a battle, would it just be 2 guys fighting in a parking lot? Now, I'm not going to try and do that because I'd probably lose, because Slowjamastan has a pretty big military budget. They have exactly 1 more flamethrower than I do. And if you want to get involved in micronations, you can actually become a citizen of Slowjamastan by paying them money. And this is a high honor only shared with a select group of people and a couple dozen dogs. And also on this website, there's a frequently asked questions section, and I thought this would be a good place to go to find out how serious they were about this whole thing. Is the Republic of Slowjamastan really a country? You betcha. There you have it, folks. And that is legally binding, okay? I don't care what the UN says, this is a country. But Slowjamastan actually wouldn't exist if it wasn't for a different micronation called Molozia. Molozia. In 2021, R-Dub visited Molozia and got the idea there.
I was stamped in through customs and immigration before being shown the post office, the general store, a tiki bar, the official office of the president, and I even went to the bank. There's a salt mine, a space station, a water well, a federal jail, public phone system, and even a train. Well, kind of.
Whoa, it looks awesome. I love the idea that this radio DJ went and visited this place that's basically just like 5 shacks in a desert and was like, damn, I gotta get a piece of this. This is the good life. They got a tiny train and everything, dude. My house just has that stupid full-size train.
You should know the Republic of Molossia is currently at war with East Germany. You can't make this stuff up. Well, maybe you can.
That's him actually realizing he can make stuff up. Maybe you can make this stuff up? Oh my god, I need to buy a fire truck right now. But Molozia and Slowjamastan are just 2 out of many fake little countries that exist all over the world.
This summer, representatives from 27 micronations gathered for a summit in Dunwoody, Georgia.
Say micronation. Not only are there a bunch of micronations, but they have like summits. They have their own UN, like a micro UN, like an MUN. And they gather to discuss important, groundbreaking things that affect all nations.
Money. What is it anyway?
I feel like you should know the answer to that before you start a country. He's actually asking, money. What is it anyway? Someone please tell me. I need to know. Apparently I owe a lot of it to the bank that owns the house that my country is in.
Our land claim is actually only the size of a small rock right here in this box. And It weighs roughly about 2 pounds.
Now that's cool. That's a really interesting idea that I actually like a lot. You can like carry the country around with you wherever, and then whenever you want, you can go to your homeland. That's beautiful. You could even like commit a crime somewhere and then immediately step on the rock and they wouldn't be able to arrest you. Nice try, but last time I checked, you don't have jurisdiction on my rock. But watching this summit, I mean, this whole thing is really starting to feel like role-playing to me. Like, it kind of just feels like this is LARPing for people who really like maps.
Some people describe it as role-playing. Micronations actually hate that.
Oh, okay. Sorry. I think it's pretty clear that I don't actually understand micronations that well, so I thought it'd be good to get some hands-on experience. Behold, my kingdom. Today I will be making the world's newest micronation in that corner. Won't that be fun? Hey guys, I just want to say I know that the audio sounds a little bit choppy here. That's because I messed up recording it. Sorry. So at first the thought of making a micronation was a little bit daunting to me. I didn't know if there was like paperwork involved or if I had to like renounce my US citizenship or anything. Luckily though, it's a lot simpler than that. All I have to do is follow this guide that was published on Malosia's website. This guide walked me through everything I needed to know to set up a country. And with its help, I devised my new nation, Cornertopia, named for the corner that I was sitting in. And the first thing the guide told me to do was set my goals. Ultimately, our goal is that we just want to have a good time, we want to chill and relax, and we want to create a place where I am in total control and can make all the laws and nothing bad ever happens to me. Sound good to you guys? I want to kind of make the smallest country that I can reasonably fit in. And so I'm gonna do just this corner here. And well, we'll probably put this over here so that I can continue to drink my water and my coffee. Would be a real blunder if I accidentally put my water and my coffee in foreign territory. I'm probably gonna want space for my laptop. So I'm also gonna just extend this a little bit. Yeah. Okay. I think I am officially set up and I have established my borders and... Oh. The microphone is in American territory. Okay. Well, we might just have to annex that. Hopefully this doesn't start an international incident. We are just gonna claim this section of our neighboring land here so that we can fly this microphone in and out to Cornertopia proper. We sort of have the Cornertopia mainland and then a province of Cornertopia that we can call Microphone Province. With my borders established, the guide told me it was time to decide how serious I was gonna be about my micronation. And I decided very serious. So I got to work coming up with some fake history. Cornertopia does have a long, proud history and culture of its own. It's largely based on the corner. This is sort of like the national symbol is this corner here. Yeah, that's kind of our whole deal. We just kind of love corners. You know, I'm starting to feel a little bit lonely here. And I did see a thing up at the top of this document that said diplomacy. I feel like it'd be good maybe to give myself like neighboring countries. Because I annexed a piece of land over here, but I don't even know who I took it from. I probably should figure that out. Okay, here goes nothing. It was up to Cornertopia to develop this part of my room into a thriving international community. No longer would Cornertopia stand alone against the tyrannical American government. No, now it would join a league of regional allies like Dorrington, Wallville, Florida, and others. This would be a new golden age for what would become known as the Union of Solitary Small Republics, the USSR. And in setting all of these up, I did realize a pretty fundamental flaw with this is that the Bathlands have complete control of access to the bathroom and Dorrington has control of access to the other room. Because I don't know if you can see this, while I have a portion of the door here, the door handle is actually in the airspace of Dorrington. While we are lucky to be raised under the beautiful light of the corner here in Cornertopia, we don't have many resources. So this I think could become an issue as the days go on. I guess I also only have one iced coffee and a water bottle that's like half full. So, maybe I should have made this place bigger. But I can't think about that right now. Okay, what I need to worry about is establishing Cornertopia as an international presence, especially with this new competition that just, you know, came around. So you've decided to start your own country. While you think about where you want to go with it, we'll start with the basics. You need citizens, you need a website. Okay, so again, running into a bit of a problem here because I built this country to fit only me and my laptop and my 2 drinks. So I guess I don't need a website either if I'm not trying to attract more citizens. So we can just go to the next thing. If you wish to start without citizens, build a nice website and see where it goes. Why are you so hell-bent on me having a website? Does this person own a website domain company? Like, hey, you probably just want to build a website. Build like 1 or 2 or 3 websites. And if you stop doing your micronation, you'll probably want to build a website about not having a micronation. If you get arrested for waging war on America from your micronation, you can probably start a website from jail. They let you start websites in jail, I hope. What's next? Well, you need a flag. I chose my nation's flag from among those that already exist. In this case, Sierra Leone, and then turned it upside down. Feels a little bit lazy, but whatever. So I guess it's time to design a flag. This is like roughly flag shaped, right? Okay, blue flag, that's kind of beautiful. We need like an image, like a symbol of Cornertopia. I guess I'm gonna use Photo Booth on my MacBook to take a picture of myself in Cornertopia. Everyone say, I love Cornertopia.
I like cash in my hair to my ass.
Perfect. Wow. Is that what I look like? I mean, I was making a silly face, but Jesus Christ. So here's my vision. We need a slogan on here. What would our slogan be? Praise the corner. I love the corner. It is comfortable to sit in.
I like cash in my hair to my ass.
And there you have it, folks. I think that pretty much sums up what I like about the corner and why I would want to live here. Is this too crazy? Like, are people gonna feel like this is off-putting if this is in the video? I'm looking around and I feel like if I were to, like, die right now and they found me like this, what would they think I was doing? Would they think I'm crazy? But you know what? They called George Washington crazy too, so just goes to show. So we have that. I would love to print this out, but the printer's in another country. Other symbols. You can have a national anthem, national bird, national animal, national food, etc. Okay, I'm gonna rapid fire these. National food, this iced coffee. National bird, is there a bird I can see from here? No. National animal, is there an animal I can see from here? Oh wait, I know one. The party animal. Okay. National anthem. Well, that brings me to the province of microphone. I planned this all along. I knew I would need to make a national anthem, and so I annexed that territory to claim the microphone for myself. It is our one national resource. My pipes just started making noise. That's a problem for the Bathlands. That's not my business, that's their territory. Now, an important fact about me is I have no music production experience, but I don't think I need to because I'm not producing a song. I'm crafting a national identity. And now the Bathlands is pretty contentious. They're pretty serious about their borders. So we're gonna cross into the Wallville airspace over here and grab the microphone from the province of Microphone. I can only imagine that moving the microphone out of that province and bringing it to the mainland is going to absolutely devastate their local economy. Probably lead to horrible repercussions for generations. But if I've learned anything from being an American, it's that you can just do that stuff. Let's make a new project here. Let's just fiddle. Let's just fiddle, guys. Sounds pretty good. Sounds pretty good. We're trying to do like an orchestral sound. So maybe like an organ. And then some trumpets as well. That's starting to sound a little like regal and important. Okay. Okay, we're gonna try and add some drums in here to kind of give it like a, you know, a marching feel almost. How do I add drums? Hey guys. I love that it plays the notes as you move it around. How it feels when you realize that you've set your country up so you don't have access to a bathroom. The vocals are gonna be pretty simple. I'm not gonna go crazy with this. I don't want you guys to get intimidated by how good of a singer I am. I don't need my email flooded with record deals, okay? So I'm just gonna take this pretty easy. Okay, they call me One Take Jake. Oh, fuck. I missed my in. I love Cornertopia. Oh, there's a bug. Hi, buddy. What are you, a wasp? Yeah, that's a wasp. Damn, bro. Never did I think that Cornertopia would be threatened by any sort of attack. But in this moment of panic, with the wasp threatening my country, I made the choice to perform a preemptive strike. Using the microphone, I would stun the wasp by hitting it lightly and then put him in a cup and throw him outside. But war is never simple. What was intended as an effort to stun the wasp smushed it instead. In my panic, I had solidified Cornertopia not as a beacon of peace for the USSR, but as a warmonger. Now more than ever, Cornertopia needs this anthem. During this crisis of national identity, it would be exactly what we need to bring us together, or I guess to bring me together, since I'm the only citizen of Cornertopia right now. I guess I just sort of needed a distraction. I felt really bad about killing the wasp, you get it. So without further ado, here it is, the national anthem of Cornertopia. I love Cornertopia. I'm sorry for smushing the wasp. I won't do that again. It looks like the last thing to do with my country is to develop a system of laws. Having a government is often the point of a micronation, although not always. Design your nation in a manner that makes you happy and do it well, and you will naturally make friends. You can't make everyone happy, and anyway, that's not the point. Wow, that's kind of philosophical coming from a random micronation blog. While I was trying to come up with an idea for a government and some laws, I realized that one of the reasons micronations are so fun for the people who make them is because it's just nice to play pretend. Especially when real life can be so hard, it's kind of a sweet deal to have a place where you can go and do silly stuff and, you know, connect with other people about it. Like carrying a rock wherever you go, or wearing a silly outfit, or LARPing as a border patrol agent. Nope, no. On second thought, actually, all love to the micronation community. I do not want to be associated with Slowjamastan. But regardless, it got me thinking, you know, what law would govern Cornertopia? And as simple as it sounds, since it's my country and I make the rules and there's literally nothing you can do about it, I only had one law in mind. I think the only law in Cornertopia is that you just have to be kind. You just have to be nice to other people, be kind to yourself, and, you know, take things day by day. It's a very chill place. So in the spirit of that, I think Cornertopia is going to go ahead and return this land that they annexed earlier to the good people of the Bathlands and Wallville, returning their land to them, and you know what? The resources we stole as well. It would be kind of a hollow gesture if I didn't give them the resources back too. And in fact, I think that having accomplished what I set out to do, to create a small country and set my own rules here, I think I want to go ahead and dissolve Cornertopia entirely. Just make a little crack in this border here. You can see that. And that's sort of a place for the laws of my country to leak out. And the only law is that you have to be nice. So hopefully, over the years to come, people will begin to be nicer everywhere in the world because Cornertopia is now connected to everywhere else in the world. And so you have to be nice, and that's the rules. Cornertopia is no longer a country defined by its borders. Cornertopia is a state of mind. Thank you guys so much for coming to my little country and sticking around to the end of the video. It's really nice when you guys do that because you don't have to do that at all. What the hell? I've decided actually that my country has no formal borders and you are all citizens and therefore all have to pay taxes to me. Thank you guys so much and I'll see you in the next one. Bye-bye.